Hello dear students. In this video, we will solve GATE 2015 question which was asked on control structures in C language. Now let's see this problem asked in GATE 2015 where we have three variables I, J and K. I will mark them over here, I, J and K is initially 0. And then we have been given the expression which needs to be solved. So I'll just write that expression here. J is 2 multiplied by 3 upon 4 plus 2.0 upon 5 plus 8 upon 5. Just manage this. I have just produced the same expression over here. Now you know that 2 into 3 will be done first. So it will be 6 upon 4 plus 2.0 upon 5 plus 8 upon 5. Now the divisions will be done. So let's do this division. 6 upon 4. Just check both are integers. 6 and 4 both are integers. So the answer won't be 1 point something, but it will be simply 1. 1 plus. Now this is 2.0 upon 5. Now numerator is a float here. Although denominator is 5, which is integer, but numerator is a float. So this 2.0 upon 5 will be 0.4. Perfect float we will get. And now finally 8 upon 5. Now both are integers, 8 and 5. So 8 upon 5 should be 1 point something, but it will be 1 because that's int upon int. So j must become 2.4, correct? 1 plus 0.4 plus 1. But hello, j is integer. Notice that j has been declared as integer in the declaration. So it cannot store 2.4, but it will store only 2. So that was the twist here. This expression was a bit tricky because there was a float involved over here. This evaluated to 0.4, and that's why the gross value that we got was 2.4. But finally, J silently stores the value 2. Okay. So what exactly have you got till now here in this problem is I, J, K. K was 0 and J got evaluated to 2. Now let's observe this expression where K minus equal to minus minus J has been written. Okay. Now this minus equal to actually means K should become K minus 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 J. In short, if the expression is something like this, watch it. A plus equal to B, suppose. Then it means A equal to A plus B. Okay. So here we have K minus equal to minus minus J. This is actually K equal to K minus 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 J. Now how will you solve this? Come on. This minus minus over here is the prefix. So first J should decrease by 1. Look, we are solving this expression. So first you should make J minus minus. J should decrease by 1. Notice that J is 2 at the moment. But then J decreases to 1. And then you should solve K equal to K minus J. Notice the basic expression. K equal to K minus J. This was the basic expression. This implies that K will become K minus J. But hello, K is already 0. Check the table above. And J has become 1. So 0 minus 1, which implies that K will become minus 1. So what are the changes? J is no more 2. J has become 1 due to minus minus J. And K is no more 0. K has become minus 1 due to this expression. So what do you have till now? Till now, you have I, J, K. Okay, K was 0. J got evaluated to 2. But due to this minus minus J here, J got 1. And due to K equal to K minus 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 J, K became minus 1. Okay. Now there is a for loop within which there is switch. So what's the for doing? For says start I with 0. Okay, I am noting I is right now 0. And when the loop runs, it checks what is the value of switch I plus K. Now clearly switch I plus K means 0 plus minus 1 because K is minus 1. So this is switch -1. We are asking, is any value over here -1? No, you clearly observe that we are checking case 1, case 2, case 3. There is no -1 involved over here. Then default will run, which prints I plus k, isn't it? This will print I plus k, and I plus k is nothing but 0 plus 0 plus -1, which is -1. So the first output produced by the for loop is -1. Okay, now let's go back to the for. And I was 0 last time, now I will become 1. Listen carefully. Now if I becomes 1, just give me some time, I will erase a few things. Now the for is repeating second time, so I has become equal to 1. So when I is 1, we are checking the switch is I, which is 1 plus -1, which amounts to 0, isn't it? So is any case found like that? Case 0, no. So default will run, which prints I plus k, which is 0. So by this time, the output produced by this time was -1, recall the first repetition, and 0 in this repetition. Okay, so what happens next? Well, after that, the for repeats and increases I due to I plus plus. So I, which was 1, will now become 2, and now we check the switch again. What is switch checking is 2 plus -1. K is -1, isn't it? Now this amounts to 1, and we have case 1. You observe, but in case 1, nothing is written. But most importantly, even break is not written. I hope you have watched the earlier videos on switch case. Now, importantly, case 1 has become true. So case 1 will run, but nothing is written in case 1, not even break. But then next cases will blindly run. If the break is not given, next cases will blindly run, which will print I plus k, which is clearly 1. Again, it will print I plus k. Case 3 will also run, which is of course 1, and I plus k, which is of course 1. So the next three outputs printed will be 1 followed by 1 followed by 1. Although these are on separate lines, I have written it on same line. Okay, what happens next when the for repeats again? I will become 3. Now this is the next repetition of the for loop. I becomes 3. When I is 3, the switch is checked. Now is 3 plus -1. Let's check this. Is there any case like this? Yes, this is 2, isn't it? 3 plus -1. Case 2 becomes true. So what it does, it prints I plus k, which is clearly 2. But observe, case 2 has become true, but there is no break. So next case will run blindly. I plus k is printed, which is 2. But you again observe case 3 also does not have break. So next case runs, which also prints 2. So the next three outputs will be 2, 2, 2, although on separate lines, but these values will be printed. And now the next repetition, now you observe the next repetition is going to be for I equal to 4, isn't it? I is becoming 4, and that's last repetition, because 4 less than 5 is the last time the condition is becoming true. Now the condition tested is in the switch. Remember, I is 4 now. So what is getting tested is 4 plus -1, which is 3. So as this value is 3, now case 3 is going to run. I hope you are understanding, which will print I plus k, which is 3. But then case 3 does not have break. So default will also run, printing 3. So 3 will be printed. 3 will be printed twice. Just check it. 3 will be printed twice, isn't it? This is the output produced. Now the question they are asking is how many times printf statement runs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Printf runs 10 times. This was a numerical question, but you see the twist here, is that although we wasted our time in evaluating J, but why it is so important over here? J evaluation is important because K is given only after evaluating J properly. Well, if you go wrong in evaluating k, then in all the switch statements k is employed. So this -1 value of k was so important. I hope you have understood how the printf runs 10 times. This was GATE 2015 question. Thank you very much.